Primetime. That's the name.
Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime, primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
I'm having nightmares right now.
Matt Hayes.
Big asses, big thighs, yeah.
And Leon Searcy.
Big bath to be on. Nothing says football like scented soap.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
All right, top of the day. It's Monday. Actually, it's a little bit earlier at the top of the day. We're 3 minutes early here. And they're bringing in the A-team again. The A-team is in now.
No doubt,
In.
bro.
We are in. I'm Matt Hayes. He's Leon Searcy, JJ LaSelva, making it all sound great. Joe C's on his way to Charlotte for ACC Media Days. It is XL Primetime here on 1010XL. We're going to get into some ball. It's football week, everybody. The Jags are now officially back. Rookies have reported. Thank you, JJ. Rookies have reported. Vets arrive tomorrow. The entire unit is out on the field Wednesday. Ball is officially back, Leon.
It is, bro.
You're talking dirty to me, and I kind of like it.
Yes.
Here it is.
I'm
Not sure if I'm that enthusiastic.
Right. At least not yet. At least not yet.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Couple
start
of wins,
out
get
5-0, and we might get to that point. We might get to Tony Romo point.
Yes.
I will say this. There's a lot going on this week. We've got ACC Media Days in Charlotte. We got obviously the Jags reporting, like we just said, the schedule there. I'm headed to Vegas tonight for Big Ten Media Days. We're going to find out what Tony Petitti, the Big Ten commissioner, says about the new format that they're debating. So there's a lot of news going on right now. But I wanted to start the show with something different because I'm still battling this sickness from last week, and I took my daughters out to lunch.
You're battling your sickness,
bro. It's something going on, man. It is not leaving my stomach. So I took my daughters to lunch, and I had a piece of pizza, and I was just feeling terrible. Terrible.
You couldn't enjoy it.
So I went out and tried to exercise, like work it out. So I get back in the house, and I'm laying on the floor, and I realized, you're laying on the floor. That was number one, okay? And then number two, I get a text from Leon. And the text is to me, Leon, JJ, and Joe, and it says, bro, something along the lines of, we've now hit peak. There's nothing to do in the summer.
Yeah.
With the USA Mullet Championships. And I thought, all right, fishing. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then,
so 737.
Yeah.
Right.
The all caps USA Mullet Championship is on ESPN right now. Rolling eyes, laughing emoji.
So then I thought,
me and Matt were like, yeah, fishing contest, big deal.
See, y'all should know me better, all right? Y'all should know me better. I'm not going to just text you anything. I'm not going to text you a fishing competition. Because I'm at the watering hole smoking a cigar, all right? And if I text you something like that, that means I'm disgusted about what I'm seeing. And there's no way I'm disgusted about anything that has to do with fishing.
So I'm sitting there on the floor.
Yeah.
I came in, I was sweating so bad, took off my shirt, laid down on the floor. I said, you idiot, you're laying on the floor. I know there's like dog hair all over me. And I'm kind of like half in and half out, and I'm reading this text.
But when you say half in and half out, you're blacking out is what
Not blacking out. I'm just like,
okay,
it's just like I was passing out. It's like tired,
Yeah, I got you.
And so I just flipped the TV on, and it was just glorious. It was almost like a little bit of medicine for me to see these guys and the way they were doing this 2020, as we end up finding out, it's the 2020 USA Mullet Championship.
And it was, in fact, mullet, the hairstyle mullet.
The hairstyle mullet, okay?
Yeah.
So they're showing, they have different angles of how you look at the hair, okay? And that was their levels of competition. Like one level was the side view. One level was the straight on view. And they were each judged on those different views.
The back.
Of
course. The most important part.
Right. One of them was even like, I don't know what they called it. I wanted to say it's like the mane, how they actually, how it was actually blown dried and how they actually made it look like they made it look. The details of that.
They would blow the hair with like a fan also. So you'd get the full,
right, flowing
view.
Look.
Yes.
So before we get further into this, because we want to get you guys involved, because we love to get you guys involved on the text line. Brought to you by our good friends at Lifetime Enclosures, 641-1010. We want your mullet photos, okay? It could be current mullet. It could be when you were in college mullet. But
Or
we're gonna-
2020, I guess.
Or 2020, or-
how funny is
Or I
that?
got news for you. It could be July 21, 2025. Because we know our boys over on the west side, some of you guys are rocking it right now. Right now.
Now, are you concerned that they haven't had an updated mullet contest, that ESPN is still airing 5-year-old mullet footage?
So
Like
let me,
it wasn't popular enough to keep it going?
well, it was popular in
That's
COVID
sad.
because it's all they could put on at
Yeah.
that point. So let me say this.
No masks, by the way, whatsoever in
None.
this contest.
None, because it had to have been done. Either it was done the first 9 weeks of the year, or wherever they were doing it,
Didn't care.
they don't give a damn about masks.
Yeah, they didn't. A guy named Big Country won, and Leon was like, there's like 4 guys named Big
Leon, was there not like 4 guys named Big Country?
Four guys named Big Country in the competition, which I wasn't surprised.
Not at all. Not in the least.
And every guy, it was about what, somewhere between 15 and 20 guys, and at least 19 of them had an American flag shirt. So
Oh, yeah.
That
the
was-
guy who won
that
had
was-
an American flag vest with no shirt on.
Here's the thing.
I-
Every one of those shirts
yeah.
was at some point somewhere in disrepair a little bit. Either the sleeves were off it,
Yeah.
it has holes in it, there was a stain on it.
I didn't mind the flag shirts. So the only thing is, no one knew that, irons do exist, right? You can press it out. No? Going too far?
They only iron the good shirts for the good nights.
They're good. Okay.
Is the mullet like a strictly American phenomenon? It was a very patriotic event. That's what I noticed.
It was
Is that just like our thing?
I can't imagine somebody over in France or in Paris with a mullet. I just can't see that. The thing is, the thing is too is these guys were loud and proud about it, baby. It was all them.
It was.
It was who they
They
were.
embraced
baby.
it. I had no
No.
problem with them.
Right?
They were comfortable in their own skin. That's what I can appreciate about every guy that did in that competition.
And I will say the best part about it was one of the 3 people. There was 2 men and a woman judging it. One of them was bald,
The woman?
as bald as I am. No, the man.
The man, okay.
And all I could think of was Seinfeld with Elaine going to George. You're bald, and he's judging the mullet contest.
That's
But you-
like asking a guy with
Nah. But you got
no arms to like judge a pitcher's release.
Well, listen, somewhere in the distant
By the way,
past,
bro, I'm
that
not sure
judge
that's
had to
PC.
have a mullet.
It's not me.
He can't dream.
I didn't say he can't dream.
Maybe you had a
But I
great
mean,
one
once
back
you're
in the
bald,
day. Like,
like-
Matt, you're bald, but you had a great
Yeah, you had
flow.
flowing locks back in the day.
I'll tell you what, I had. So here's what I had. You guys are going to love this. I had what was called the curtain. I swear to you, I'm not kidding, when I was in college. So what it was is you'd grow your hair long, but you'd shave the sides. So your hair would drop over the sides that are shaved. Like a curtain.
Oh, okay. Now here's the question.
I'm going to bring that picture
Okay,
in.
I want to see. Absolutely. Here's the question for D. Mac Hayes. And this is very important to your mail card.
To my manhood, is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, did you go to a salon or a barber?
To get that cut?
Ask your question. Just
All right.
answer the question.
So, okay, first, I have to explain it.
Oh, here we go.
I have to explain it.
JJ,
all right?
is that not a
When you're in
straightforward
college, you don't really have a lot of money, okay? I was working 2 jobs just to pay for school. So my sister,
And we already know how poor Matt is.
yes, you guys know that.
no one's
you know
poor
it from
in
the
that
jump,
case.
right? You know it from the jump. So my sister, her best friend was a beautician. She was a hairstylist, okay?
So she would do your
So she would do my hair.
salon?
Yes,
Well, where-
but
so
she
you
would
would
come.
go to her
but
salon?
she would.
Okay.
She would typically come to our house. Like I'd go home, like on whenever. So I was like 2.5 hours away from Gainesville. I grew up down south, so I would go home for a weekend, or I'd go home for a spring break, or whatever kind of break, and she'd come over and she'd cut my hair and my brother's hair. My brother got something called the mushroom, by the way. Have you ever heard of that, JJ? The mushroom.
No, and I just did look up the
curtain.
the curtain, and it's very like 90s.
It is.
Like I saw
right.
that look growing up for sure. That was like who was it? Jonathan Taylor Thomas from like Home Improvement. That was his look.
Oh, okay.
Is it like flock of seagulls? Is what they were asking.
No, that was like
No, it's
crazy,
more like,
all over. Like
yeah.
I'm not cutting I'm not like using any type of brush or comb look. That was just like crazy 80s.
And I had my hair was like down to my shoulders, and I could have gone a lot longer. And then, 4 or 5 years later, like 27, 28 arrive, and bye-bye.
Okay,
Start going quickly.
I got you.
So I have nothing but respect for these guys out there with their mullets, and because, and we talked about this earlier in the show, the quarterback here, while it's not a mullet, he certainly has a distinctive look, does he not?
Would you say he has the most famous hair in sports, like out of any current athlete? I mean, like Troy Polamalu to me was the guy. You know, whenever you think of like hair in sports, I always think of him.
Right.
I don't know why. I guess that era.
I agree with that.
But right now, in all of American sports,
Rodman, or Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, but that was just because the color and everything.
Right.
Who is he the most famous hair in sports?
So that's interesting. That's a great question. I would start this.
I hope not.
I would think with Joel Embiid has gotten crazy of late.
What? Joel Embiid?
Yeah, sometimes he comes out all kind of funky. Maybe just because he's not taking care of it.
Yeah. Well, everyone always dogs KD out because he doesn't keep up with his hair. So it's been a rough look. But I mean,
maybe
Joel
one of those
Embiid,
hockey
that's
guys?
so random.
Right?
If you don't know his name, then no. You can't just say the hockey guy.
All right, so give us that. So send us your pictures, number one. All right, send us your mullet, and we're going to judge who has the best mullet here on the First Coast over the next couple hours.
And I can't let you even put Trevor Lawrence's beautiful hair in the same category as a mullet.
Let me tell you
it's
something.
It's not even
man.
close, dude.
Let me tell you something. Did you watch the 2020 Mullet Championship?
I have seen clips since.
Did you see those? Did you see that hair?
I'm not saying their hair isn't great and that mullets aren't great, but his hair is nothing like that whatsoever. It's just natural, beautiful, gets it taken care of, nothing shaved on the side or, there was guys with like all kinds of things like shaved into their side of their head. Like, nah, he's too classy for that, man.
I'm telling you right now, the guy who won this big country, he's got some flowing locks. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. And he's proud of it. That's what I like about it. He's proud of it. By the way, with Trevor, what if he did something drastic and just shaved his head? Hasn't had a shaved head since like his sophomore year in high school. What if he just shaved his head?
I love that.
Man, listen, if it's going to play better, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
He just comes out with a shaved head and says, you know what? Yeah.
But we've already
You know
proven
why
that.
he can't do that?
Why?
Because that would be the entire story. That would be everybody's story in ESPN, be the top story. Oh, Trevor Lawrence shaved his head.
Isn't it better than he's been a bust so far?
Probably. Yeah, probably. But he's also not. He's a private guy. So I don't see him. He's not a me guy, and that would be a me move. There's no doubt about that.
Cutting his hair would be a meme?
Yes, it would.
How?
How was that be a me move, bro?
It would be seen as a me move, is what I'm saying.
Or he's using his hair as a deflector.
No, just attention. Yeah, just
To me, it's like he would be being a team guy, and he'd be like, "Listen, it hasn't worked out the way I've wanted it to since I've gotten to Jacksonville, so we're trying to change some."
Yes, I 100% agree with you. All I'm telling you is, at some point, that would turn into a me move. That the national media would turn that into, it's more about him than about the team.
I know one person who would be super upset by that. Her name is Blake LaSelva.
Really?
She was talking about Trevor's hair last week for like an hour. She went on like a deep dive on his shampoo routine. She put up a Matt Hayes article from like his freshman year. He's a Pantene guy.
He is a Pantene
And then Leon was like, well, do you think he goes to a salon? I don't know. Matt thinks that someone like comes to his house. Like, I would be shocked if Trevor went to like a public place.
No, he definitely has someone come do it.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Yeah, of course he does.
If he's working out in his own, and if he's working out in his house, right? Of course he's got someone coming to him to cut his hair, right?
He's got the bread to do that.
My wife was also concerned about how often he shampoos, because apparently in the world of women, like how often you shampoo your hair is very controversial subject, which I did not know. Because I'm just like, I throw shampoo in there every time I get in the shower.
Every time.
Who cares?
Every time.
She's like, no. People, there's a whole thing about, but I guess because he works out so much, then he would shampoo it more than probably normally would. But I think he's about like 3 or 4 times a week, he said.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Got anything on that, Leon?
I was just having this conversation.
I didn't think so.
Never. That's why I stay
I was literally just having this conversation. So what did your wife say? How many times a week?
She looked it up. She read it, and he said 3 to 4 times a week.
No. How many times does your wife wash her hair a week?
She a little bit more than that. She said.
Okay.
But she said there's plenty of girls that do it a lot less.
Yeah, like
and
2 or
like
3
my
times.
grandma, who's like in her early 90s, she like, she's not working. My girl goes to the gym and stuff. Like, my grandma doesn't do anything, so she just keeps her hair in her little shower thing, and the only time she ever washes her hair is when she goes to the salon once a week. So women are, they're all over the place, dude. You don't need me to tell you that.
So the 655 checks in real quick. I promise you we're going to talk about football. This is just, this has just been obsessive for the last.
Well, listen, if ESPN wants to put the mullet championships
we're going to
talk about it.
The 655 checks in, and not only is he checking with a picture of his mullet, but he says he took it at Lifetime Enclosures. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
It's not bad. The best part is
perfect.
All right, here's the best part is he's
branding.
He's got the hat on. It looks like a trucker hat too, and he's got it backwards like Hacker. So he's got that full on mullet experience. So I'm digging that. The early leader in the clubhouse.
Someone sent a picture of his nephew's mullet. He's wearing his water wings at the beach, holding up a mullet. It looks like a fish. I love that.
Nice.
Oh my God, that's got to be the one. Someone when we were talking about the most famous hair in sport.
That is good.
They said Dewey Wingard. I love that.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I'll give Dewey. Yeah, absolutely. He'll go toe to toe with Trevor any day.
Dewey kind of. Would you call Dewey's a mullet?
No. I wouldn't call either one a mullet. They're just.
So you think Dewey's just like Trevor, but Dewey's is just a little more out of control.
Like rugged,
like Wyoming.
Yeah.
Where he's from.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor's is much more beautiful, I would say. But I respect both. High Tide says Brady used to shave his head in the preseason and not cut it again until after he hoisted that Lombardi in February.
Right.
So if Trevor wants to pull something like that, I mean, it wouldn't be opposed.
Would not. It would be interesting, I'll tell you that. It might even shake up that locker room.
I can't believe you think it's a me move.
No, I'm saying it will be seen as that. At some point, there will be some talk show guy on ESPN that will say that. Why is he doing this? Why is he bringing all the attention to himself? That's all.
Why is he taking attention away from BTJ and Travis Hunter?
Right, of course. Is he jealous because Travis Hunter now has all the attention on the team? That's what that will turn into. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. All right, I promise you, we're talking about football. That's one segment down. Josie's on his way to Charlotte for ACC Media Days. Matt Hayes, Leon Searcy, JJ LaSalva. We're going to get back into some Jaguars camp news, but as well as an interesting little sidetrack, football on Jim Harbaugh and the 2023 Michigan National Champions and how it was built and what Harbaugh did to, let's just say, push that team to win it all. Come back on the other side. We'll get deep into it. It's XLP.
XL Primetime. Driven by Big #1 Duval Ford. Elite service for elite companies. Jeff Prosser.
I'm angry.
Mike Dempsey.
I'm spitting angry.
And Rick Ballou.
I'm like a tornado of anger, swirling about.
Yeah, we got angry covered.
My heart rate is dangerously high right now.
1010XL.
Call 904-500-COOL. Ideal Conditions.
Need a new air conditioning system? Don't sign anything. Call Ideal Conditions Heating and Air Conditioning, your AC experts. Just ask your AC. For brand new systems, we have special financing for 60 months, subject to credit approval and for approved systems. Call for details.
Call 904-500-COOL.
Honk if you see us. Call for service.
Ideal Conditions.
IdealConditionsJax.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
The dog days of summer are here, and so are the hottest deals of the year. Whether you're hauling down the street, cruising on the beach, or just escaping the heat, we have the ride you're looking for and the wow you experience you deserve. Save big on select models with sizzling summer savings, low financing, and limited time bonus cash on all trades. So don't sweat it. Come beat the heat at Beaver Automotive, where the summer deals will wow you.
Is your backyard ready for the big leagues? Pick it here for Surfside Pool. Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, they have the home field advantage. Family owned and operated, offering weekly pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Let Surfside Pools make your backyard dreams a reality. Are you ready to float happy? Visit SurfsidePools.net or call 904-246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, your hometown MVP.
License number CPC 044080.
Get closer to nature.
Trying to get close to these bucks out here.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Walls. The Nimnicht Outdoor Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bow 9 Associates. Hey, Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team bring you all the latest options like Evo implantable Caliber lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK. Tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. You ready to see the difference? Call now or visit Bowdeneye.com for a free screening. Bowdeneye Associates, keeping the first coast focused.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and my knee was getting worse, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I'm Brendan with Checkmate Coating. We transform pool decks, driveways, and patios with pro precision.
Checkmate Coating, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Ready to ride the waves? Best Bet St. Augustine is turning up the heat with our Summer Splash promotion. We're giving away over $40,000 in cash and prizes, including a brand new 2025 Yamaha Wave Runner. From now through August 8th, every hour you play poker or table games earns you an entry to win. It all leads up to the grand prize drawing on August 9th. The more you play, the more chances you have. Don't miss your shot to make a splash this summer. Visit bestbetjacks.com for all the details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Are you living with diabetic neuropathy? That pain and numbness in your hands or feet? What about chronic knee or shoulder pain? Maybe you've tried various treatments, but they've been ineffective. Now there's a solution. Dr. Ferdinand Formoso specializes in advanced pain management and offers breakthrough neuromodulation treatments for those conditions. His innovative treatments target the source of your pain, offering relief where medications may fall short. All procedures are performed outpatient with no hospitalization required. Just a chance for you to feel and live better. If you want to learn more, Dr. Formoso is hosting free informational classes where he'll explain the benefits of neuromodulation therapies and how they can help eliminate your pain. Spaces are limited, so call to reserve your spot now with offices on the South Side, West Side, and Jacksonville Beach. Relief is possible with Formoso Spine and Joint Pain Specialists.
Celebrate National Carpet Cleaning Month with Zero Res. Hicken here. Check this out. $45 per room of carpet clean. Take 20% off your air duct services. Book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and take advantage of the savings.
Zero Res.
Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning.
Scheduling was easy, and the tech showed up right on time.
From plumbing and septic to air conditioning, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or online at duckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
All right, first off, I can guarantee you a guy named Big Country is not listening to a flock of seagulls. That's 100% on that one, all right? No chance that. But that being said, we also said we wanted the most wild and crazy hair in sports right now. And if you ever saw the lead singer of Flock of Seagulls, did you get his name by any chance, JJ?
Oh.
Is it like a one-word name, like, carpet?
All right, his name is Mike Score.
Mike Score.
And yeah, it was like crazy on the sides, but then in the middle, it would come right across his face. You'd see like one eye. English. Not
Mike,
shocked by that.
Big country score. Got it. All right, it's XLP. We were talking about the 2020 Mullet Championship that was playing on ESPN yesterday because God knows there's nothing going on right now. Thank God football begins this week. Jags rookies have already reported, vets report tomorrow. The entire team first practice on Wednesday. We're very fired up about that. We're going to get into that a little later. Our quarterback, Danny Thompson, quarterback whisperer, he's coming in at the top of the hour. We're going to talk quarterbacks. We'll talk more football. Leon, before we get into this, you were talking in the show prep about Jim Harbaugh, who now has finished his first season of returning to the league with the Chargers. Did a great job with the Chargers, too. Got them back in the playoffs after they were a 4 or 5-win team maybe the year before. Did a great job. Terrific job with the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Also, before he got run out of town by the NCAA sheriff at Michigan, he won a national championship there. And you stumbled upon something about it, how the team was built and how he worked it, and it reminded you a lot of
Jimmy Johnson in Miami. And I had a fond appreciation because when I looked at the schedule and the way how it was put together, it reminded first thing, here's the one thing to Jimmy Johnson. He understood that we were in Miami. All right, a lot of distractions in Miami, especially doing training camp right before the season. So what Jimmy used to do is that he used to keep us preoccupied from morning all the way until our curfew. Now, guys still snuck out to do what they wanted to do, but they had to pay a price if they did it. But when I saw this Jim Harbaugh schedule for their championship season, someone came across, CBS Sports came across it.
That's 2023.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this schedule. Okay, you got 6 a.m., you're up. You're getting treatment or you're eating. So from 6 a.m. to 7:30, you're either getting treatment or you're eating. And doing training camp. Yeah, then the training camp, if you don't eat, that's you get penalized for not eating. Because it's guys that got to lose weight doing training camp and stuff like that. If they don't eat, they still get penalized. Okay, so from 6 to 7:30, that's treatment and eating. From 7:30.
Wait, before you go any further.
Yeah.
Tell people why you have to eat.
You have to eat because the last thing you want to do, first of all, you don't want to be passing out there.
Yes,
first and foremost,
thank
you want to burn calories, and a lot of guys who get issues with weight, especially the big guys, they try to skip breakfast or lunch or whatever so they can keep the weight off them. Because in college, like in the pros, you get penalized if you're too heavy. So you got to eat. You just got to find a way to burn it off, but you can't skip meals because they got people there to check you. All right. So after you eat from 6 a.m. to 7:30 to 8:15, you're either in meetings or you're lifting.
With position coach.
With the position coach, yes.
Okay, 7:30, 8:15. So right there, that's 1 hour.
That's 1 hour. All right. Now 8:15 to 8:30, that's walkthrough. You got walkthroughs. You got to get dressed for walkthroughs.
That's 2 hours.
That's 2 hours. All right. So walkthrough is from 8:30 to 10 a.m. All right. So that's walkthroughs. Then after walkthroughs,
it's 3.5 hours.
At the walkthroughs, you got from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, you eat and you get treatment. All right, so you got to eat again. So you're eating again. 11 to 11:30 is special teams. 11:30 to 12:30 is offensive, defensive meetings.
Okay, that's an hour and a half more, so that's now 5 hours.
So 12:30 to 1 p.m., you're eating and treatment again. From 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., that's offensive, defensive line meetings. Then you eat, you dress, and you get tape. All right, so practice starts.
Okay, hang on. Before you even go there, that's already 6 hours.
That's 6 hours.
Anytime you are with an assistant coach, a head coach, a staff member, that counts against the NCAA minimum 20-hour rule. That's already 6 hours in 1 day.
1 day. All right. So now from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. is practice. All right.
3 hours.
3 hours of practice, right? So that's right there. That's what, 3 hours? So that's 9 hours. All right. Now you're supposed to only get 20 hours a week, right? Okay. Okay. So after practice, you got from 6:15 to 8 o'clock. That's defense, offensive line lifting, treatment, eat. All right. And then from 8 to 8:30, that's special teams. And then now there's night meetings. There are night meetings from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. You eat, and then curfew's at 11.
That's about 8.5 hours.
That's about 8.5 hours.
Direct time with a coach.
In 1 day.
Right.
So this was his training camp schedule. during that national championship run. He violated all kind of rules, but sometimes you got to violate rules to win championships.
Are you trying to tell me he knew he was going after that year?
Of course he knew.
He was all in?
Absolutely, he knew it. He was all in. The reason why I only brought that schedule up because when I was with Jimmy in 87 and 88, I mean, we didn't have restrictions on how much time that you could spend on the field with the coaches and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Now you do. And we just went through that. That's the first day of camp for Harbaugh. He did it the next day. And then, so he got over 20 hours. But that's, you got to say.
The question is, did he back off during the season? I guess that you're talking about 3 hours a day practice in camp. College calls it fall camp. The NFL calls it training camp.
Well, you can't get away with the schedule during the regular season.
But
because
still,
the kids have classes and stuff
right,
like that.
Right.
But I know in the
3 hours of practice?
3 hours of practice, yeah. This is a training camp schedule. This is a training camp schedule.
He's also a
I
guy that
applaud him.
believes
Absolutely applaud him. I do. I mean, you got to get work in, man. Especially if you're trying to get your body acclimated to the season. How you going to do it? But 3 hour days? I mean, 3 hour days, that's not going to work. You got to run, you got to live, you got to watch film, you got to meet, you got to walk through, you got to bang, you got to condition, all that stuff. I'm old school, man.
Now compare that to the NFL now with the collective bargaining, where and you told me this, and I think you're right. They've bargained into the agreement that they don't hit.
No, they don't. No.
But like you said, you're still going to have times where there's hitting.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have time, especially in the trenches. I mean, you can't simulate toughness if you're not trying to blow the guy off the ball in front of you. Whether you're on the defensive side or on the offensive side. I mean, there's a lot of double teams going on. There's a lot of single blocking. I mean, if you run the people over, you run the people over. Now, what I do believe is that when like running backs run through the holes and linebackers come in the holes with them, I don't think that linebackers are form tackling running backs to the ground. That's not happening.
Right.
If anything, they give them a shoulder, a thump, or whatever, but they're not taking them to the ground.
Typically,
yeah.
Okay, so now let's veer this into Jaguars training camp, because I look at this training camp through the lens of James Gladstone and Liam Cohen saying we are going to give the young guys the opportunity.
Yeah.
And if you're a young guy on that roster, or if you're a guy trying to make the team, they're coming. You got to be coming, man. This is it, right?
I mean, you got to set the tone early, absolutely, especially when you get on the pads. Now, first day of practice, I believe, is Wednesday. I don't think they put on the pads until Monday. So it's going to be essentially like mini camp OTAs all over again until you get the pads on. I mean, you'll be able to make an impact on this team once you get the pads on. Thumping, hitting, all that kind of stuff.
But no doubt. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I think this might be different from previous camps. And as I'm trying to explain this, Lauren Brooks just texted in and said that new Jaguars nickel corner Jordan Lewis posted that schedule that we're talking about on the internet. So he's the guy who posted that.
Oh, okay. All right.
So the fact that he posted that and he's showing the commitment of what it takes to be a championship team, maybe that's like a little subtle hint to the rest of those guys in that locker room, man. Maybe that's, hey, this is what it's going to take for this team to be different, be real. So my point was, is if you're a young guy in that team, you're a young cat in that team, by James Gladstone and Liam Cohen saying, we're going to give these guys the opportunity, we're going to look at the young guys, is that almost like I don't want to say a pass, Leon, but is it almost like a nod to, okay, if you want to get to the edge and push it to the edge of the envelope, do it?
Well, I mean, Liam is best going to say, listen, you're going to either come to the party or leave. I mean, because I think what we saw during minicamp is kind of how he's going to run the ship. They're going to be fast. It's going to be physical. It's going to be intense. It's going to be ramped up. And we saw it when we went over there. The coaches are in the guys' faces after every rep. They're coaching them hard. Making sure they're doing it right, and they're running back and forth to different stations and huddles. And there's no wasted reps. Guys are getting reps in. So once you get the pads on, you can only imagine what he's going to be looking for when it comes to the pads. And he has no loyalty to these guys that he didn't bring in. I mean, most of these guys are from the old regime. I mean, there's no loyalty to them. If he feels like he's brought in guys, whether it be via free agency or drafting, he's going to give them every opportunity to succeed and win a job.
So,
that's what I would think.
Okay, and I would agree with that completely. So then I veer to this. We've watched the last 3 camps under Doug Peterson. The first one was healing. Okay,
It was healing.
The first one, there had to be healing. There needed to be healing. Grown men needed to heal.
Well,
from the mean boogeyman, Urban Meyer.
Urban Myers, yeah.
You know, from the mean boogeyman telling them that, you know, he's going to count winners and losers in practice. That they had to, you know.
Yeah, kicking kickers and all that other kind of stuff.
They had to, you know, move on from that because
I'm just sorry we're in this situation.
They had to, Leon. They had to they were scarred, Leon.
Well,
Emotionally, they were scarred.
Yeah, well, they had to feel better about themselves. That's what Doug was trying to do. He was trying to make them feel better about themselves.
So we go from that in year 1.
Yes.
Year 2, year 3, I didn't see anything different.
Nothing.
I didn't see any kind of increased in physical activity, contact in camp. It was, I mean, honestly, bro, when we were out there just recently for minicamp, and we saw the way Campanile was coaching those guys, we saw the way they were going in between periods. That's as active as I've seen this team here. And I wasn't here for the Doug Marrone, the 2017 camp where he really went after them. Or was it 18? It was 17 or 18. I wasn't here for that, so I don't know that. But every camp that I've seen, it's been like Club Med out there, man.
Yeah.
Those guys, they basically they do team drills, they do individual drills. Individuals where you're really going to get some tough work, some good work in. But team drills there's no tough work in team drill. You're not bringing anybody to the ground. There's really no impact when you're blocking, right?
Yeah.
So there's very little going on. So my question is, how does that change moving forward now with this new regime? These young guys who have made it very clear they're going to allow the young players to not only compete, but to take the job because, like you said, they don't owe anything to anyone on that roster.
Well, I mean, this team gets what it deserves, to be quite honest with you, because when Doug was here, he trusted this team to be professionals. He gave them too long of a leash, and they turned on him, especially when they needed him the most. When they needed him. When they were 8-3, they needed to make the playoffs, and they didn't. They collapsed. And then after that, they only won 5 games of 22, right?
Right.
So they did this to themselves. So whatever Liam has in store for them this summer, they deserve it. And I hope it's intense. I hope it's ramped up. I hope it's the most physical football they ever incurred, because this team was soft last year without a T, all right? If you can't get 1 yard as an offensive line and you can't stop 1 yard as a defensive line, that's a problem. That's a major problem. That's man on man. You know, that's a war of wheels.
Yeah.
That is a war of wheels. And this team could not do it. So,
and we say it all the time, man.
Yes.
Football is a game of want and will.
It is. It's a war of wheels, bro. And what I hope Liam does this too. I know more than likely because it's against the collective bargaining agreement and rules where they can't condition. But this team wilted, and this team fell at the most inopportune time they shouldn't have, which is the fourth quarter.
Right.
When you lose in games in the fourth quarter, it tells me 2 things. You're either weak-minded or not conditioned well, or you're both. You're weak. You're one of the two, because that's just because you know across from you that guy's just as tired as you are.
Right.
But who wants it more? Huh? Who wants to make the block ball? Who wants to make the catch more? All that kind of stuff. This team lost 7 of those games in the fourth quarter last year. 7.
Yeah.
7-1 possession game. That tells me in the fourth quarter.
Can't have that.
You can't have that.
All right, we need to go to break. Keep sending your mullets in. They could be now, or they could be previous mullet when you were in college, or previous mullet a year ago, or before you got married. And your wife now made you cut it, so you don't have it anymore. We're gonna judge the best mullet.
We got some good ones.
I know we do. We're gonna judge the best mullet on the first coast. Look, we know you guys out there on the west side, which is the best side. There's no doubt about it. All right.
Don't be bashful.
Don't be bad. Not only that, first off, JJ, they're probably insulted that you were playing Flock of Seagulls. So we'll come back with a little more
a real mullet,
a little more appropriate mullet music for you. We're also going to get into camp. I want to ask Leon, what is going to be the early indicators of camp that's telling him that it's going to be more physical this year? Come on back. The other side. It's XLP.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Duval has paid its dues. Now it's time to shine. This is Duval Sports Radio 1010XL.
Hi, I'm John Haney from Clearwater Gutters and Drainage. After heavy rains, the problems are obvious. Mulch blown out of your beds, water standing around your foundation, and that fancy new crater back behind your bushes. Let Clearwater Seamless Gutters help you solve the problem spots.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage, too.
Find out more at clearwaterjacks.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Tired of high energy bills? Well, replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now. Don't miss Renewal by Anderson's summer sale. Buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th one free. No money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months, but this offer expires July 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613. Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer. DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold's recently hit an all-time high at over $3,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On July 21st, 1973, Atlanta Braves Hank Aaron hits Philadelphia Phillies Ken Brett's fastball for home run number 700.
Electrical problems? Call American Electrical Contracting. 737-7770. Small jobs or large, they do them all. Work with a locally owned and operated company that will wire it right at a fair price. It's not just a slogan, it's the way they do business.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
Maxed out on credit card, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Hacker here, and guess what my scale reads? 195 pounds. I'm shocked seeing that number, but it's there every month. The weight is staying off after dropping 122 pounds. Absolutely life-changing. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I whispered, honey, let's just go on home and have some onion rings and watch TV. And as I walked her to the truck, Earl was crying, don't you leave me. I told him, this is the queen of my double wide trailer with the polyester curtains and the redwood bed.
This is XL Primetime. Brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Now, that's a symphony more fitting for the 2020 National Mullet Championships right there. Any song, when he's talking about onion rings and he says, rangs. He wanted to go get some rangs, Leon. R-A-N-G-S, rangs.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with this.
This is Queen of My Double Wide Trailer by Sammy
gotcha.
Kershaw, an absolute classic.
Gotcha.
I'm not familiar with this genre.
Yeah, I love this song. It's freaking hilarious.
So you guys are sending in some great stuff on the text line. Brought to you by our good friends at Lifetime Enclosure. 641-1010. Some fantastic photos of your glorious mullets. The 762 sent in a couple. First one looked great. Second one, bro, you doctored it. You know you did. Okay?
Yeah, it looks like he put his
you
headshot on the body of David Hasselhoff.
To which I say to you, the fact that you know it's David Hasselhoff's body is a little bit
I don't know
unnerving to me.
for a fact. It's just you watch enough Baywatch episodes as a young man, you notice.
Sure, that's what it is. Sure. So his first one is glorious in and of itself. The second one is a photo where the head is put on top of a dude who's wearing a leather jacket with no shirt on underneath it. What's he got coming out of the leather jacket? Well, it's unbuttoned down to his like mid torso. What do you call that, Leon?
Taco meat.
Taco meat. Taco meat's hanging out, and he's got like this gold chain with a giant money medallion, which clearly has been added onto it. Which, I mean, we like the effect, but come on, man.
Well, the first picture, I mean, he took it serious for sure.
He did.
Oh yeah, it's like at Olin Mills at the mall.
It's 100% Olin Mills. It's no
and he's
doubt
by
about
himself. So this is this man in his, I guess he's in his 20s at this point. Went and got a glamour shot at the mall, and it looks amazing. And the mustache. It's the most 90s photo I've ever seen. He gave us permission. I'm going to tweet it out right now, and hopefully people start sending them in on Twitter, too.
It's kind of one of those mustaches that it's not really completely grown in, but he's trying, man. You got to give him credit for trying. And he's got the mullet. It's a full-on mullet. There's no doubt about it. The hair in the back is definitely mulleting out, so it looks just like a mullet.
It looks like a 90s magician.
It does. I will say this.
Yes, a magician.
He does.
His hairline looks pretty good. I'd love to see his picture right now to see if he's bald, because his hairline looks pretty good. Because I know a bad hairline when I see it, and I think he might be okay. I think he's probably got
that's something I don't notice as a guy with
full
hair.
head of hair.
But
well,
Matt
I do.
just like sniffs it out.
As a bald guy, yeah, you sniff it out, man. Although I don't know, man. He might be bald right now, actually, now that I think about it. So
now that I think
let's see if he can send us an updated pic, because he's got to be 45 now, right?
Yeah, he's probably a 50.
Unless it was early, it could have been early 90s. Then he's in his 50s. So still a glorious shot, an absolute glorious shot. He might even be like the odds-on early favorite right now. So
I do like the guy who sent his picture of his nephew in.
That's pretty
with
good
his
too.
water
You're
wings
right.
on. Start him off young.
You're right. That's really good, actually. I wonder if the quarterback group, we're going to ask him. I wonder if Denny Thompson ever had a mullet when he was young.
He seems like a guy that would.
He does seem like a mullet guy, right?
Like 93.
Yeah, totally. Or even when he was in high school. The old quarterback at University Christian with his mullet. Yeah, of course. Kidding me? I guarantee he was running around with a mullet. Women all over him. Yes, our quarterback guru. No doubt about it. All right. Leon, let's wrap up this segment. I want to talk about camp, which begins this week. Rookies have reported. Vets report tomorrow. Full team on Wednesday. What sign? Will there be early signs? And from your previous stints as an NFL player and being in 10 NFL training camps, correct? Or 11?
11, yeah.
11. Okay. What signs are there early in camp when you know, it's going to be like this? All right. And what do we need to look at to know that it's going to be a little bit different than it has been the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years?
Well, I mean, a lot hasn't changed from when I played to probably now, except the rules and that kind of stuff. But it's all regulated by the offensive defensive line. In my history of being in camp, O-line, D-line, it sets the tempo or the pace of how practice is going to be. And usually we would start with half line, okay? Half line is where you go tight end, tackle, guard, and you got defensive end, linebacker, 3 technique.
Right. This is the individual drill you're talking about.
Yeah, the half line, right? And then in the middle part, then you have a center and 2 guards against a 1-3 and a Mike linebacker. And then the other side, you do the same thing. So that was kind of our tempo set. Outside the fact that we had Oklahoma drill, which is outlawed now. We started with Oklahoma drill in training camp, by the way, at Pittsburgh.
You guys got after it immediately.
Bro. First day of pass, we went Oklahoma drill. We went after it. I mean, that was a tempo setter. And you would think we did it at 8 o'clock in the morning. There'd be no fans out there. It'd be filled with fans.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
They knew it was coming too.
They knew it was coming. So that was still a tradition though back in before they outlawed it. But yeah, half line. You got pay attention to half line. Pay attention to middle. We used to have middle drill.
Right.
Middle drill is 2 cones, offense, defense. Running backs can't run outside the cones. So it's just smash mouth. It's like you're running dives, counters, all that kind of stuff. It's just straight man on man. Get after it pretty good.
But do you see them doing middle drill? I mean, they can't really hit.
No, they don't. They can't. I'm just telling you.
I mean, you can
those were
thud, right?
Yeah, you can thud, but those were our tempo setters. Half line, middle drill, and then, of course, you go one-on-ones. One-on-ones, offense line versus defense line. We would work twists. We would work individual stuff. We would work 3-man stunts, all that kind of different stuff. And then what makes it more intense is that, I mean, me and Bo were chirpers. Okay, we knew we were good, and when we got after it pretty good, we talked. We talked the talk. Maybe not the Brackens, not so much, but everybody else, you know, we knew that, you know, we like to set the pace in which we wanted our practice to be like. So we would talk to our defense would talk to us, and we would talk smack and all those kind of stuff, and we say, ain't nobody scared of y'all. Line up, put your hand in the dirt. That's how we got things started.
So you want to see a little chirping?
I want to see a little chirping.
I want to see like a little scrapping.
Bro, it's competition. Even though you're on the same team, you're still competing. Absolutely. I mean,
so if you don't see chirping, and you don't see like, you know, maybe a scrap here or there.
Well, I mean, chirping is just, you know, something you might do. We had somebody like Donovan Darius who was a solid assassin. All right, you don't want to do too much chirping around here because back in those days he could hit you. All right. So it just depends on, you know, the nature and what you feel comfortable with. I didn't chirp that much, but if the defense got on my nerve a little bit too much, I'd talk smack to them.
Right.
Yeah. So
I will say this. I will say this. In minicamp, they got into a little scuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Little scuffle.
Nothing wrong with it.
You were fine with that?
Yeah.
And you kind of laughed. You said, that's not really a scuffle, but I'll take it. Right?
Yeah, they were ballroom dancing, but no.
But still, right, it's a little bit of a...
Yeah, a little bit.
At the very least, there was a little annoyance on both sides, correct?
Yeah, of
course. All right. So we also saw some half line in minicamp too.
We did.
Which I don't think I ever remember half line in prior minicamps. Do you?
No. Yeah, wait, last year they had half line. Remember that one time that Walker Little came off the ball and slung that guy to the ground? Remember that?
Right.
That was half line.
Ragdolled him, right?
Yeah, that was half line.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because that was like a big deal with Campanile in minicamp was the half line. They worked on that extensively. So maybe that's an indicator of what's coming. Like to me, the individual drills are probably the most entertaining things to watch in camp because you're again, like we say this over and over. When you see team drills, they're not going to tackle. You're not even going to see blocking. You'll see thud. And if by some strange chance somebody takes somebody to the ground, it's like the entire practice stops. Like remember when was it Christian Curtis got taken to the ground last year? Was that right?
Yeah,
or Gabe Davis.
I think one of the two of them. Yeah,
one of them got taken to the ground. It was like the earth ended at that point. So I don't think that's not what you're going to see. But individual drills, you're going to see some hand, some footwork, and you're going to see strength with guys. You're going to see who has it and who doesn't.
Yeah, and I think the reason why they don't go as intense in team period because you got a lot of bodies frailing about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you got individual drills, when you got half line and all that kind of stuff, you can kind of coordinate, the guys. You know what I'm saying? So you only got 6 bodies compared to 22.
Right.
Yeah.
Less chance of somebody stepping on someone's foot, which leads to a twisted ankle or knee or yeah.
But I always gauge it like this: if you think about getting hurt, you're gonna get hurt. Right. You got to play. You just got to play football. I mean, getting hurt is a part of the game. So you might as well play with some intensity.
So the team stuff, I think everybody likes because it's team stuff. But as a player, Leon, the individual drills, that's like the manhood drill, right? When it's just one-on-one. When it's tackle against edge, when it's guard or center against interior, that's like mano. That's let's see what you got, man.
See, that's the reason. You remember a couple of months ago, you remember Baselli said the fake football. He was talking about the pajamas and stuff like that. But
fake football.
Yeah, fake football. Yeah, and I know exactly what it means because those same guys, they used to go full speed while you're in shorts and shirts. You can't find them guys when you got to go, man, when you put the pads on. They in back somewhere. That's what I'm saying because
they're avoiding drills.
It separates the men from the boys because when you put the pads on, you can't avoid this stuff anymore. So now we looking for the guy that was chirping when he had the shorts and shirts on because we know that when we put the pads on, he don't want none of that smoke.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But listen, you know the guys who want to hit and those who don't want to hit because you're the ones that don't want to hit. They're in the back of the line somewhere.
So, and I was thinking about this because we're all concerned about Walker Little at the left tackle and, frankly, Anton Harrison right tackle. So, if you're going out there and you're watching this, when the pads get on, to me, the most intriguing part about camp is going to be Walker Little and or Anton Harrison in one-on-one drills against Josh Hines-Allen and or Trayvon Walker.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you're going to really see where they are, those two tackles. Because Josh Hines-Allen, I'm talking about playing too heavy, and now he's lost weight, and he's going to be a different guy. We saw what Trayvon Walker has become. He is now a legit guy off the edge. So if you have concerns about those two tackles, you're going to see it in individual drills, right? Like there might be a time when you come back in and say, bro, we might have a problem at right tackle, or we might have a problem with left, or you might come in and say, those guys are going to be pretty good. They're handling themselves.
Yeah, bro, but that's the only way you get better. You don't run from the smoke, you run to it. Listen, the reason why I got better as an offensive tackle when I was at Pittsburgh, God rest his soul, Kevin Green was across from me. Right. I didn't run from Kevin Green. I ran at Kevin Green because he was legit. He was, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? He was legit. I knew that what I saw in practice every day, I wasn't going to see that on Sunday. I would not go see Kevin Green every day at Sunday. I might see guys that are close to it, but I wanted that smoke because I knew that was the only way I was going to get better. Only way I was going to get better. Same way with Baselli when it comes to brackets. They used to go at it because they knew they both of those guys were elite at their positions, and they knew if they could block each other or vice versa,
right?
They knew that whoever they saw on Sundays wasn't going to be as legit.
Yeah, see, that's going to be, if you're going out there and you plan on going out there, find the offensive line individual drills and find Walker Little and find Anton Harrison. 72 and 77, right? Yeah. And watch those two against Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker. And then you're going to see what the offensive line is going to be like. I think it would be great if we can see a little improvement from those offensive tackles. That's all I'm saying. All right, we need to take a break. We're going to come back in the second hour with our quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson. We're going to talk more ball. It's XLP.
XL Prime Time, driven by Duval Ford. high school, college, and pro.
As good as it gets.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL.
Firehouse Subs has fries. Your hometown hero since '94 just cranked up the heat. Hot subs, crispy fries, golden, pillowy on the inside, and perfectly seasoned. Over 30 Jacksonville locations. Firehouse Subs, homegrown and now with fries.
Want to bet on sports but no clue where to start? Millions of players are already making moves on Hard Rock Bet. Your friends might be winning. Why not you? Bet with confidence. Bets by real players help guide your picks. Go with the crowd and cash in on the wins. Any pick that catches your eye. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
1010XL is excited to support an evening of all-star fun as comedian David Spade joins MC and Gator basketball great Patrick Young to induct Olympic swimmers Nancy Hogshead and Ryan Murphy, golf legend Jim Furyk, and the iconic Lizard King into the Sawyer Sports Foundation's Jacksonville Sports Hall of Fame, presented by the Nimnick family of dealerships. Saturday, July 26th at the Community First Igloo. For single ticket and table sponsorship, go to JacksonvilleIceman.com.
San Jose Collision in Mandarin is proud to be an I-CAR Gold Class collision repair facility. That means they meet the industry's highest training standards. Experience the difference at San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Hey, Hickett here. Think you got the ugliest garage floor on the First Coast? Your garage a crack-stained hot mess? Hold on to your squeegee. Checkmate Coatings is hunting for the worst garage floor out there. And the winner gets a free garage coating makeover. Whoa! Take 10 seconds. Snap a pic of that garage eyesore. Register at checkmatecoatings.com/contest for a chance to win a free floor coating. It's easy. Just snap a quick pic and enter for a chance to win at checkmatecoatings.com/contest. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Are you ready to play this summer? At the First Coast YMCA, we're committed to being your home for health and wellness and a place for friendly competition with team sports for adults and for kids. Basketball, volleyball, pickleball, flag football, soccer. The Y has something for everyone at any age. Discover all the benefits of YMCA membership and find your fun this summer at the Y. Registration for team sports and summer camps is open now. Visit fcymca.org.
I-9 Sports is geared up for fun for kids all over the First Coast with fall and winter registration open right now. Kids ages 3 to 17 get in the gym or on the field with I-9 Sports, covering Clay, Duval, and St. John's. And I-9 has all-girls flag football at Oakley, UNF, Fletcher, and Creekside. Plenty of other spots and sports on the First Coast to take advantage of. Don't miss out. Registration open now for fall and winter at i9sports.com. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, buddy. Why so glum?
Stinky ice cubes, Jason. It's all downhill from here.
What?
The tap water at my place smells kind of funky. Funky tap water makes funky ice cubes. I meet a nice girl, invite her back to my place for a cocktail, and blow my whole romantic gesture with a mojito that smells like dog's feet.
Wait, I can totally make you way cooler.
I'm not taking your charity ice cubes, Jason. I have my pride.
Your pride is safe. Our plumbers can be at your house the day you call and install a whole home water purification system. Water tastes better, dishes come out cleaner, even your hair feels better after you shower.
Ooh, the ladies love a man with soft hair, don't they, Jason?
Life moves pretty fast. If you spend every day worried about the water in your own home, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
No
matter what the reason, sending a floral arrangement from Kuhn Flowers always works. For unique and special gifts, visit their showroom on Beach Boulevard. ET here with 1010XL. Kuhn Flowers is my go-to, and it should be yours too. Online at kuhnflowers.com.
When it comes to towing products, your safety is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
When it comes to your utility bill, JEA wants to help you use less so you can save more. We offer a variety of free programs, like efficiency and irrigation assessments that'll teach you ways to conserve energy and water around your home. Our alerts will let you know when your utility usage has reached a set amount, and our rebates can help you save when upgrading to more efficient appliances and equipment. Find even more ways to save at JEA.com.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. 8 Gators have been named to the preseason All-SEC teams based on a selection by the members of the media covering the SEC Media Days that took place in Atlanta. Jake Slaughter and Austin Barber were both selected to the first team. Caleb Banks, Trey Smack, and Rocco Underwood were named to the second team, with Tyreek Sabb, Eugene Wilson, and Jaden Baugh being picked to the third team, on top of 8 Gators being named to the preseason All-SEC teams. In the SEC preseason poll, Florida was chosen to finish 6th in the conference for the 2025 season. The Gators have received 2 votes to win the SEC championship. This is the team's first time receiving votes since 2021. Right now, 96 degrees at 103, time and temp, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3. I was cruising the town, and the first girl I see was Bobby Joe Gentry, the homecoming queen. She flagged me down and climbed up in the cab and said, I never knew
that one Denny Thompson over at University Christian football team had a little mullet and had Bobby Joe Gentry driving around next to him.
100%.
You did, didn't you? You had a mullet, didn't you?
Yeah, a little mullet. Yeah, dude,
an Arkansas man?
Yeah,
like
I was born in Louisiana, raised in Arkansas. I moved here from Arkansas. Yeah, dude. I mean, my first day in school here, I was at Mandarin High School, December of 1991. And it was like 55 degrees, and bro, I'm in shorts and t-shirt. I'm like, this place is huge. Like straight hillbilly moving into town, man. It's like, I want to go home.
So when did it go? When did you end up shaving it?
Good question.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I kind of had one earlier this year.
Did you?
So just let it go. Yeah. Every now and then I'll just let it ride.
Really?
The problem is up top. It's running from me. So it looks weird when it gets too long in the back.
Bald mullet.
Yeah, the bald mullet's right.
Yeah,
but that would make it even more glorious. That would make it even more glorious because when you're thin and you still got it long in the back, then then you're like, I don't care.
That's a statement piece.
That's a big time statement.
And I wear a hat, so
yeah,
can't even tell.
By the way, our guy, we're taking your best mullet photos at 641-1010 on a text line brought to you by good friends at Lifetime Enclosures. The guy that sent his one that's got to be close to the lead, his glamour shot, his Ola Mills glamour shot, and then he sent the second one that he clearly doctored. That JJ immediately spotted, and it just kind of got me a little bit unnerved, but all right. JJ immediately spotted that it was David Hasselhoff with the taco meat, Leon said. And apparently JJ nailed it because the guy said, yeah, you're right, it is him.
Well, Gardner's old school.
Gardner's
just really
up
good
on the text line.
That's fantastic.
So our glamour shots guy, by the way, sends his today shot. It's 53. He's got a thick mane of hair. He and his lovely bride, and he looks good. Good for him, man.
Yeah, I don't think it just didn't look right. I did. I tried to go long, and it just didn't. Too much gray, too thin. Didn't look right.
I'll give you a mullet guy from the sports world that I actually saw his son was on Twitter this morning. John Daly, another Arkansas guy, had a mullet for a while. His son, who plays for Arkansas, yesterday he won the Southern Amateur Championship. So congratulations.
With a mullet or no?
It's like, I'll send you the picture right now. You could tell it's getting there. It's like curly in the back, but he has a hat on, so it's kind of hard to tell.
I read somewhere they're making a movie about John Daly's life.
As they should.
How could they
It's
not?
a long time coming.
Yeah. But who's going to be Daly?
That's
Who
a
will play
great
him?
He just play himself.
Yeah.
He could play. I bet he could play himself, man. I mean, I can't even imagine who would play him. But yeah, that guy.
All right, I just texted it to the group.
Yeah, that's wow. We haven't even talked about the British Open either, which Scotty Scheffler. I don't care.
He just ran
what his
away
hair.
with it.
I don't care what his haircut is. He's just right. It's just he's hit that Tiger level where it's like, this is ridiculous. Of course he's going to win. Like I came in after the first round, I was like, he's winning. And everyone's like, I don't know. He's back
he played
four.
terribly, and he was only one shot back.
It's just completely different. He's made differently.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the course. When you strike the ball that well, I mean, you can score anywhere.
Right.
It's like just a matter of. Remember when Tiger was going through the thing and everybody got so offended because they were like, you won the tournament. He's like, yeah, I had my C+ game.
Right.
Everybody's like, what?
Right.
That's what it feels like.
That's
with
what it feels like
Scheffler.
now. Right.
Yeah.
Also, you could tell, like, remember, Tiger would just intimidate everyone. And the same thing is happening now. When they were interviewing all the players coming off the course yesterday, there was 4 or 5, like, of the elite golfers in the world. And even Rory McIlroy, number 2 in the world, was like, yeah, we can't really compete with this guy right now. Like, I heard somebody was like, when we see his name up on the Xander, another great golfer, was like, when we see his name up on the scoreboard, like, yeah, we just kind of know it's a wrap. Which that's Tiger level.
Yeah.
When these guys are already quitting.
It's like when you know it looks different and built different. That's when you know. That's who
I
he
bet
is right
Leon
now.
can back me up on this, though, because he played with a lot of good guys. When you're like the best at something, though, it drives other people crazy because you're not competing with them. You're competing with yourself. And you watch him walk around a golf course, and it's like all he's got to do is play a certain level of golf for himself, and nobody else can compete with him.
Right.
And that's got to be miserable. Same thing with Tiger. Like you're spending your days hoping that guy don't have his A game because you just can't beat him.
Look at this scary. This is a scary stat I got off of CBS Sports. From Tiger Woods' first major to his 4th major, he had his 1,197 days.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Scotty Scheffler, from his first major to his 4th major, 1,197 days.
Creepy.
Crazy.
That's almost like the Kennedy Lincoln thing.
Hey,
But the difference is that Tiger
any
was
of this even
significantly
real?
younger, though, right? Tiger was significantly younger, though.
Yes. Not significantly. I would say younger. Not
I would say significantly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Really?
like, Scheffler
In
turns
golf years,
30
you mean?
next year.
Oh, he does. I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah. I mean, Tiger was probably when he hit that, mid-20s?
Oh, I thought
Tiger did it in the year
Scotty was like
2000.
27, 28.
Yeah.
So Tiger was born in.
Wait, Tiger did it in 2000?
Yeah, so he was only 25.
Yeah, because
so he's like 4 or 5 years younger than
in
what?
'96. He played in the U.S. Open Amateur here at Sawgrass, and I covered him for the newspaper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about right. He
Yeah,
was
Tiger
20,
finished the career Grand Slam in 2000.
Yeah, I got bad news for you young folks in golf. Like, you're not going to see another Tiger.
No.
Scotty is not Tiger. He's fantastic to watch. He's fun, but it is not the same.
Although there's that one cat that's like that really young cat. That's in
Man.
the state of Florida. What's his name? JJ?
Stop it, bro.
Oh, you talking about the guy here?
The 15-year-old?
Miles.
You can't
Yeah,
put
the guy
that on
here?
poor Miles,
Bro, that's what they're calling him. It is heavy expectations. But, no, I mean, Tiger just... Think about the shots you saw that guy hit.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Dude, he won the U.S. Open by like 1,000 strokes when like no one else was even like under par.
And did he have like a torn ACL?
That might have been his best tournament of all time.
Dude,
by the
they
way.
kept showing so Scheffler was winning by so much yesterday. They thought he was going to get to Tiger level in 2000, which was winning by 8 strokes, but he really didn't. Like, how much did he win by yesterday?
I turned it off.
Yeah, it did, but it didn't even end up being that. It was 4. So, like, it's so crazy. Like, and that was insanely good of how he played. Like, he played insane this weekend. So imagine doubling that. Like, that was Tiger Woods, beating everybody by 8 strokes. And, yeah, that
Every
US
week.
Open was crazy, man.
Every week doing it.
Yeah. Well, it's like you said, you could just look at him and you know it's different, which is a terrific segue to football and to our quarterback guru, our quarterback whisperer, Danny Thompson. I asked Leon this earlier last hour, and I want to ask you this. I asked Leon, give me some early indications of what you see during camp, of what's going to make you think it's different. Rookies have already reported. The veterans report tomorrow. Full team on Wednesday. So, a couple questions. How early, and what are some of the early indications that you will see from Trevor and the passing game, not just Trevor alone, but Trevor and the pass game, where you think, okay, it's going to be different?
That's tough. That's tough with the quarterback. I heard y'all talking about the offensive linemen. I feel like they're a little easier to tell because it is just brute force on brute force. But I keep going back to Nick Foles, man. I keep going back to that camp and walking out of that camp and going, I'm going to put money that Nick Foles is going to win an MVP after the camp here in Jacksonville. And all of us would walk away like, holy cow, the ball didn't hit the ground. It's just so hard at the quarterback position. But I think to answer your question and not sit on the fence, I think it's like his level of involvement in the day-to-day passing game. He's going to make the throws, right? He's got really good vision. He can see things. He's creative. He's going to make the throws that everybody's like, oh, man, there's only 5-10 guys on the planet that can make them.
Right.
But how involved is he? Like when you're watching the practice, is he talking to the receivers after a lot of plays? Is he talking to the offensive linemen? Are they, huddling up talking about, protections live on the field? Because it is different than when you get in a meeting room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you go through a walkthrough, and just getting those reps, because I think that will show you that something that I have no knowledge of, but I'm guessing that he's very involved. He's very involved in this passing game, that he's got enough, I hope, that he's got enough experience now that they're leaning on him with, hey, what do you like to see?
Right.
What do you like to throw? And now he's getting to know his guys and what they like to run. And I think if you just start to see the communication and all that come together in camp, that's a good sign.
I think I liked your initial observation about Nick Foles. I really did, because I'll tell you why. First off, for a quarter and a half against the Chiefs, he looked great.
Yeah.
That throw at DJ Chark was phenomenal.
Elite.
Okay, elite.
Yep.
He's also playing the Super Bowl champions in that game.
In a game that was 120 degrees.
Yes, with an offensive line that's shaky. He's got A.J. Cann as his left guard, for God's sakes.
Yep.
Okay? So I guess what I'm saying is, I think what you saw in camp was a really good indicator of what could have been had he not gotten hurt.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
If he stays healthy and that line even plays better in week 2, because you're not playing the Super Bowl champions, he could have had a big season here.
He was so good that I think about that all the time. He was so good in that camp that all the time when I'm watching guys throw, I think about that. I think about just going out, because I don't even like to go. Y'all know I'm never at the camp practices.
Right.
I don't even like to go. But that year I would go because it was like a clinic. Ball was coming out on time. Ball was in perfect place. It didn't matter the receiver. And then maybe you're right. Maybe if he wouldn't have gotten hurt, it would have been differently, or it would have ended differently. But the other thing, too, that I think about is 2 years ago, Kenny Pickett had one of the best preseasons anybody's ever seen in their life. He literally had a perfect passer rating as a preseason and then got benched shortly thereafter. Right? I just think the preseason's so watered down for quarterbacks now. I mean, a couple years ago, I don't know if it's still a thing, but the defenders couldn't even make a play on the ball the first couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I still love, by the way, Leon's explanation of the actual throw to Chark and like what was going through. Rewind that tape in your head and give us that remembrance. Sitting in the press box.
I was in the press box.
I was right there with you.
Yeah, I was in the press box, right? First of all, I didn't have any press box etiquette. I didn't know that you were supposed to be quiet in the press box, whatever. So I'm watching the play, and by the way, that was Chris Jones that was on AJ Cann, whatever.
Blew right
so
by him.
I'm watching Chris Jones just blow by AJ Cann, and I'm like, oh my God! But then I see the throw, and I'm like, okay, he made the catch, but I don't want to look back and see what happened to Nick Foles, because the right guard just totally whiffed on Chris Jones. He had a clean shot on Nick Foles.
Yeah,
I saw this beautiful thing as far as the touchdown go, but a part of me was like, don't turn around, because it won't be pretty. And when I looked and saw it, and I saw Nick Foles on the ground, I was like, oh my goodness gracious. But then Chew came out, and that's when
That's when you got called out for your etiquette. Yeah, I was right there.
That's when you yelled, let's go
Big Chew. Let's go Big Chew.
I got lumped in with him.
All right. You, Leon, have you ever been in your 11 years of camp, I'm sure you have, but give us some of the highlights of guys that you just saw dominate camp and this were never seen in the regular season.
Wow.
Oh, this is about to be mean.
It is.
I'm trying to think. Someone who dominated camp.
So not to be seen is kind of a harsh way to put it. Dominated in camp, but it didn't kind of translate to the regular season.
Wow.
Practice player.
Practice player.
Yeah.
A really good practice player who never,
Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, well. Yeah.
This is a hard question because there's so many.
Yeah.
And let's be honest. If they were good in games, you'd remember them.
True. That's true. I can't.
It's hard to remember unmemorable people.
Well, because most of these people, it's like for 2 weeks, there's always a receiver that every writer, it's like, oh my gosh, we found one. Like this guy. And then he's cut like 3 days later and you never hear from him again.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of those every single year in camp.
Is that the easiest position to look good at in camp, wide receiver?
I
don't know.
So, right?
What about like safety?
Yeah, I mean, but a receiver, again, the rules kind of favor them early in camp.
True.
A little bit.
True. Plus, you're running, and when you're talking about preseason games, you're more than likely going against second and third teamers.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you got a chance. If the quarterback even gets it remotely close, you got a chance to get it.
The way the media was talking about, what's his name, that signed a couple years ago that was suspended for a year before.
See, this is what happens.
No,
exactly what you're saying.
He just signed with the Titans.
No, but what Danny's saying, you can't remember his name. That's the point.
I should, but he led the Jags in receiving.
I can think of one guy, and this is my friendship is at stake right here. Andre Rison.
Ooh.
And the reason why he was having such a great camp because vast majority of the time he wasn't running the right routes, but he was getting open.
Here in Jags.
When he got here. Yeah. I mean, he was.
So
getting
he was
open.
on the down of his career.
Yeah,
clearly.
Well, that's my dude now. But I'm just saying, him and Mark didn't. He would get open during camp because he wasn't running the right routes most of the time.
He was always.
When he wasn't getting the ball?
No, he was getting the ball. He was getting open, but he wasn't running the right route.
Nobody knew where he was going to be.
Exactly. That
freestyling.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley.
Antonio Brown, Calvin Ridley.
If there's one position in the NFL where you absolutely cannot freestyle.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Bro, you hear some of those old AB stories, though?
Yeah.
About him just kind of making up a route, and they said he had such a high football IQ that you would watch games 2 weeks later and other teams have put that route in.
Wow.
But he would also tell Ben what he was doing. He wasn't just randomly doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
But here's the thing.
That's a good point.
But Mark was still throwing them the ball, though, even though he wasn't. I mean, he was getting open. He was having a great camp.
How did Mark get in the ball if he didn't know where he was going?
Man, he got
when you're open, you're open.
If you're open, bro.
Yeah.
You got to throw him the ball. If you're open.
So he's finding he's getting open and sitting down in his zone somewhere.
Now this lasted to camp. Now this carried over into the season. This is the reason why he got moved up out of here.
Right.
Because it's carried over.
Right.
That is such a brutal question to ask that man, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm going to ask you another brutal one on the other side too. All right, we need to go to break. We're going to come back and talk more Jags. It's XLP.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. It's a feeling.
Do you feel it?
A buzz.
I feel it. I feel it as strongly as I've ever felt anything in my life.
A vibe.
I can feel it. I can feel it like it's right.
1010XL. Sports talk for the First Coast.
Sun's out, savings out. That's what this summer is all about. Hurry to Kia on Atlantic this month to maximize your fun in the sun. Make no payments for 90 days and drive new Kias starting under $20K. Plus, it's easy to shop for new Kias when you know we have financing rates starting at 0. Take advantage of the sunniest time of year and drive away with the sunshine savings from here. Online at KiaOnAtlantic.com. Kia on Atlantic, your Kia Coastal Connection. For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
Ready to add some value to your day? The everyday deals at Sonny's have got you covered. Right now, you can get the pork big deal for $10, the pork and rib combo for $12, all you can eat ribs for $19.99, and our new loaded barbecue potato for $11. Available all day, every day. And that's why it's always Sonny's here. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
Mike Dempsey, and now's the time to get your roof hurricane ready with Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacks Beach.
Look, our rainy season is no joke, and if your roof's got damage, leaks, or it's just plain worn out, don't wait. Apex is local, dependable, and will show up on time using only premium materials with ironclad warranties. No shortcuts, no stress, just quality work you can trust. Skip the storm season scramble. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacks Beach or visit apexroofingfl.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Look, when it comes to glass needs around the home, there's one name I trust, Lee and Kate's. It's local, family-owned, and they've been part of our community since 1926. They've taken great care of me over the years, and I know they'll do the same for you. Visit leeandkatesglass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Jax is more than a city, beaches, suburbs, or a destination. We're a community that takes care of each other. I'm former Jaguar Tom McManus. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling is dedicated to serving you with respect and integrity. From estate cleanouts to furniture and appliance removal, we handle it all. Call 506-1256 for your free estimate today. We're here for you. We're veteran-owned and operated. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling.
Florida heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
If life blindsided you tomorrow, would your family struggle? I'm Cody with Harbourstone Financial, and I can help. One call could protect your family for life. 904-885-9566. Harbourstone Financial.
1010XL is the home of Gator Nation and the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. I'm Hacker, and we keep you connected with the University of Florida all year long. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. HairForMe.com.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
Summertime is busy with graduation parties, summer barbecues, festivities, family gatherings. The month of July, National Carpet Cleaning Month. So Zero Res is offering $45 per room of carpet clean and 20% off air duct cleaning services as well. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call them 287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, spelled backwards or forwards, it spells the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
All right, we're back on XLP. Still taking your mullet photos. Could be current day, could be back in the day. We're gonna name a winner. JJ's got a list going right now. We're gonna name a winner here shortly. But
I need to have my
still
dad
taking them.
send in his wedding photo. Actually, blue leisure suit, big old mullet, Louisiana guy.
Really?
Oh yeah, man. Happy birthday, Pops. 70 today.
Nice.
Yep. Mom turned 70 on Saturday.
Happy birthday to the dad of the QB Guru.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Very nice.
Awesome.
With a mullet.
I'm gonna have to dig that picture up. It would be a solid submission.
So that was like in he had a 60s mullet, 70s mullet.
Yeah, 70s.
Probably one of the first ones.
They got married in.
He might have been like the
74,
trendsetter.
75, yeah.
He might have been the guy.
Not in Louisiana, man. That thing, what are you talking about?
Even in Louisiana in the early 70s, still, that's cutting edge, bro.
Louisiana, it was normal there, but like pre-internet, there was probably no information that got out of that state. So it was just, it wasn't known all around.
I've got this picture somewhere. I'm going to look for it.
But he did get to, like, how long before he got to Arkansas? And did he still have the mullet?
He was an adult. He was an adult. I don't know.
Was he like early 20s? Mid-20s?
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I think, 30s.
30s.
So we have a guy send in a picture of his son.
Was he still rocking the mullet when you?
No.
We have a guy sending a picture of his son from the chair at wherever he's getting his haircut at, and he put a cigarette in his mouth, and he looks like he's got like a Coors Light with his mullet. Yeah.
All right, that might be the win.
This is perfect, man. From the 329.
That might be the win. Look at that, Leon.
Hold on.
That could be the win. Plus the sunglasses. Like they were all. That's another thing too. Like on the episode Sunday that was airing the 2020 Mullet Championships. They were all wearing the, what do you call those, JJ? Those sunglasses. They're wraparounds, but what are they? They're like
huge,
giant.
They're like fishing glasses, I guess.
They
They're
take
hater
up like half
blockers is
your
what
face.
they are.
What are they called?
They're hater blockers is what they are. I don't
hater
know.
blockers.
By the way, speaking of mullet, we were talking earlier about John Daly and his son and his mullet. Jonah Hill is set to play Daly in the new upcoming film about his life.
Wow, nice.
But Jonah Hill's skinny now.
You had to put that weight on.
Not for long. Back on, man. Put that weight back on, bro.
Method actor.
Will he do it? That's the question. Because he's lost a lot, man. He's lost half a man. He'd have to put on half a man.
I mean, you got to respect your craft.
Yeah, you do.
Exactly.
John Daly's never been thin.
And you have to respect John Daly.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to. Yeah.
I might have to put on the fat. Put on the fat suit.
A fat suit.
He could put on a fat suit.
Big Mama's house suit.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, that'd be. I mean that. Yeah, that's a good choice. That's actually a good choice.
I mean, if he's vain, yeah, I would like to see him put on the weight.
Yeah,
yeah.
Old
school. You got to commit to your craft.
Yeah, commit to your
Robert
craft.
De Niro, old school.
Yeah,
where he put on like 100.
Absolutely.
What did he put on to play Capone? He put on like 130 pounds or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Or 100 pounds, maybe 100 pounds. He was giant when he played Capone.
What's his name? Who in
crazy.
The Whale?
Yeah.
That's a fat suit, right?
No. He had.
wasn't?
Well, part of it was he gained weight. Who was that?
Brendan Fraser wore a 300-pound prosthetic fat suit.
But he also gained weight. He said he gained like 50 pounds.
Okay.
So his face would
In
look
the
heavy.
face.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're lugging around a 300-pound suit, you're going to lose weight.
Yeah, that's actually a good workout.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a great point, actually. Right. Anyway, Jags. So, real quick before we get back into, because I want to talk about Trevor and his development in this camp. But, Leon, to your point, right before we went to break, you said, Andre Ware was running. He was doing all the
Rison.
Sorry, why did I say Ware? Andre Rison was doing all the individual stuff and on his own, and Mark couldn't get to him, and the season rolled around and just didn't work out. But it led to what?
It led to Jimmy Smith.
That's all that matters, man.
Absolutely, that's all that matters. But coming into that camp in '96, Jimmy was back up to a Bad Moon. Because Jimmy was out of football for like a year and came back. Jaguars signed him or whatever. So when Bad Moon got moved out the way, and he left epically. Trust me, we had a team meeting where everybody knew he was intoxicated except TC. Everybody knew it. It was crazy. I can't even describe the meeting, but he left epically. Let me just say that much.
He was in the team meeting room.
Yes, it was the team. We were about to play a game, and everybody knew it except TC. And TC said, way to go, Andre. He applauded him. And we was like, what the hell is going on right now?
Let me ask you this. Was it like an AB epic leave of the game?
Huh?
An epic leave of the team?
Yeah,
Was it along those lines, where he's like screaming and yelling, walking out?
He was giving a team speech for a game we had.
Okay.
And what happened is that everybody knew in the meeting that Bad Moon had a few.
Right.
Except TC.
And he thought it was a great speech.
He thought it was a great speech. Also, absolutely. He gave him
Maybe it was.
Round of applause. But then, in that game, him and Mark had issues about communication, routes, and all that kind of stuff. And apparently Mark went to them and said, hey, I can't work with this guy. And then he was let off the team. And then that made room for Jimmy Smith, who came in and merged for us.
Well, there you go.
And quickly started to
I remember more
develop
about
a Hall of Fame type career.
Absolutely.
I remember more about those first 4 or 5 years of Jags football than I do the other 26.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
So much fun. From like 96 to like
even 95.
2000. Yeah, even the first year, right? But 96 to like 2000 was just
a blast.
So much fun. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
No problem. Well, we let one slip away. We definitely should have won the chip in 99.
Yes, you should have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll never let you end that.
For sure.
We'll never let you live that down.
That's no problem. I'm okay. I deal with it. Titans were a better team that day.
Right. All right. So back to this team. And this quarterback. Look, honestly, Denny, this is, and we talk about it a lot, and I think you and I are a little more forgiving of him, but if you go like to the national media, they're like, all right, this is your 5.
Yeah.
This is make a break for him now, man. Like if they go 6-11 and he's got 25 touchdowns and 13 interceptions, bust.
Well, he's on it. I mean, that's kind of crazy talk because of the deal. They're not going to get rid of him.
No,
right?
they're not. But I'm saying that's going to be the overwhelming idea. Will be that
the Jags need him to be who he needs to be for them to have team success, whether that's this year, next year, whatever. But his deal has him here. It's not a make or break year because he's going to be here another year. And if he does it next year, then that'll be great too. I think that locally we understand more what he's had to go through and put up with than they probably do nationally. And it's not an excuse for him. Well, yeah, it is. It is an excuse for him. 100% is an excuse for him. But I also do agree with everybody that says like, okay, well, all the excuses are gone. And I'll keep saying this. This staff took this job knowing that this is Trevor Lawrence's team. They took this job because Trevor Lawrence is here. That's why they took this job. Like,
but we've heard that for 2 staffs prior.
But the previous staff, you're talking about a rookie Trevor Lawrence, right? You're coming off of an Urban Meyer year. You're coming off of a burnt year where you probably sit down, and I don't know this, but you sit down with Trevor Lawrence, and I'm sure it's a much different conversation than Trevor Lawrence going into year 5.
100%.
There's a lot more knowledge.
100%.
He understands the NFL game a lot more. Like but by taking this job and by Trevor having signed that deal, they bought into that we can go to Jacksonville and we can win football games behind this guy. So that just lets me know that they have to be designing this around him, right? That's just common sense. And if you're going to do that, he has to be involved. And I think that, to me, is going to be the big thing that pushes him over. I think he's going to have a phenomenal year.
All right, and you've been very consistent in that for 4 or 5 months, saying that you think he's going to have a great year. Now, I will say this, and I'm going to go to Leon with this because I think this is, you said he's got no more excuses. They've got everything around him to succeed. I'm still a little hesitant.
Well, no. I didn't say that.
What did you say?
No, I mean, the excuses are running out. He can't. It is.
That's what you said. The excuses are running out.
But
right.
this team is not built. But I think that he can still have the type of year. Burrow has huge years, and the Bengals aren't built. He needs to have that year where everybody goes, at worst, okay, we are good there. We just need to go secure a couple offensive linemen, but quarterback, we are good for the next decade.
By the way, did you see Joe Burrow on the cover of Sports Illustrated?
No.
There's not a cooler guy on the planet. Seriously,
I love Joe.
He's in like a cold tub, and it just says Joe Burr, and he's just. I mean,
he's in a suit in the cold tub.
A suit in the cold tub, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's classic.
I mean, it kind of, we were talking about this last week. We never got into this, Leon, but that's the kind of like aura, that you would just kill to have here. Where he is one bad Mo, and everybody knows it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think what we're looking for from Trevor is like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow puts up the numbers and wins the games in spite of. I mean, that's what
they
makes
win
him,
because of
that's,
him, not
yeah, that's
with
what
him.
makes him
Right.
unique to me
Right.
is that he may not have an offensive line, but Joe's going to find a way. He has 2 elite receivers, by the way. Maybe don't have. I just want to get to the point where, at some particular time, you got to say, okay, Trevor's got enough. He's got to win in spite of. That's what Joe Burrow does. He wins in spite of whoever they may be lacking offensively. Even defensively, their defense can't stop a nosebleed, but he still puts up the yards. He still puts them in the position to win games. They started slow last year, 0-2, and came within 1 game of making the playoffs.
Right.
Even despite that, I think that's what I'm looking for from Trevor is that he wins in spite of whatever that may come across.
Right, that's a good point too, because they got the receiver.
They do, and you guys, you quarterback people and you OC people, this is what you say all the time. The quarterback needs to be a guy you win because of,
100%,
not a guy you win with.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's become. For 7 games he was a guy they won because of.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's there's a lot of hit and miss.
Yeah, I mean they've got the receiver piece now, which I think they thought they've had a couple of times, but I think they've truly got a superstar at receiver with Brian. And then, I mean, if we're going to compare to Cincinnati, I mean, I think that everybody expects Travis Hunter to be at least T. Higgins, right? Like that's the expectations. That's why you gave away what you gave away.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I like that you use the word expectation and not hope, because hope is not a plan.
Right.
So expectation, I like that you use that. That is the expectation, yes.
So, I mean, now you've got those 2 pieces right there. I feel like you've got a good backfield. You've got some other good pieces. And you are in year 5. You've seen a lot.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest piece is I know how to use the weapons now. I know what defenses are trying to do to me. And I also think him sitting a little bit last year, just digesting some of that probably helps as well.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
So watching those 7 games on the sidelines was a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, what good would it have been for him to be in?
Yeah.
In hindsight, right? No, I think that does help in a lot of different ways.
All right. We appreciate you, brother, every Monday.
man.
Danny Thompson here, our quarterback guru. We got to go to a break. We'll come back and wrap this thing up. It's XLP.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. Wherever you go, we go.
Those are the rules. I didn't make them up.
Download the 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM apps for free on Apple and Android devices to listen anywhere in the world.
Maybe the key to the whole plan. Get it?
Got it.
Good.
Big #1 Duval Ford is trusted by Duval families, Duval businesses, and law enforcement across Florida. We're Jacksonville's largest Ford dealer by new Ford sales with the biggest service facility to keep everything in your driveway and in your fleet on the road. Shop Big #1 Duval Ford on Cassett Avenue for our low prices and nationally recognized service-first experience. Big #1 Duval Ford, proudly serving North Florida since 1916.
AA Automotive helps keep your vehicle in dependable and safe condition. Call Sam, Harry, or Joe, and they'll check your brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and motor, so your ride runs smooth on the road. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street.
You wouldn't drive your car 50,000 miles without an oil change, so why are you ignoring your septic tank? Septic tanks need to be pumped every 3 to 5 years. Call 904-862-6769 to schedule your septic pump out with the pros at Duck Rooter.
Who says there's no free lunch? Join me, Hicken, and Jaguar and Gator legend Fred Taylor for free food and football talk Friday, August 8th at Alhambra Theater. When you hear this...
Bye-bye! Rockberry is still chasing a 90-yard run.
Be caller 28 to win a pair of tickets to a free lunch with Fred. Doors open at 11. Jags talk, Gators talk, football talk, including a 1-hour Q&A with Freddie T. And we're buying you lunch. Stay tuned for this sound.
Bye-bye! Rockberry is still chasing a 90-yard run.
To win your tickets, courtesy of Jenkins Hyundai and Genesis of Jacksonville on Atlantic.
This is Hayes Carlyon for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding. So easy to use, depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. I also go to the branch off 210 in St. Johns County and the Durbin location, but they have 10 branches in the Jacksonville area. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Hi, folks. Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Ever wonder what to do with leftover paint that you don't want? Here's a few options. Paint can be placed in the regular trash if it's dry. Simply stir in kitty litter to a thick consistency. Then wait a few days with the lid off till it dries. Also, if the paint is good, there's many charities or churches that would love to have it. If you'd like more tips or have a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. Go inside your home team's locker room with Jags beat reporter Hayes Carlyon.
Check out my blog at 1010XL.com
so you can catch all the news and nuggets you need to know.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement the window replacement business. Save money on your new windows and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new side? Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Franzi, and I've got to tell you, I've heard Hacker and Mike and Matt talk so much about Awaken 180, how easily they were able to lose weight, how it works, the personalized coaching, the food choices, the whole bit, and I was really impressed. So when my daughter Amber told me she was trying to lose a few pounds, I recommended it. She and I both connected with the folks at Awaken 180 to learn more. Well, she started and she absolutely loves it. She said the food choices are perfect for her. She loves her coach. She believes it truly will improve her overall health. Man, there's not much better than hearing your kid excited. I can assure you nobody means more to me than my daughter. And I wouldn't trust just any company to help her, but I trust the folks at Awaken 180. If you are ready to kickstart your transformation, you should give them a call at 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com. It's helped our family. It truly has. It can help yours as well. Give Awaken 180 a call today.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm dedicated to helping businesses manage risk, maximize opportunities, and move their company forward. Jimerson Burr attorneys are business-oriented lawyers, equally comfortable as community leaders, private transaction counselors, or courtroom advocates. If you have a legal issue of any kind affecting your business, contact the firm at 389-0050 or jimersonfirm.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the Cool Down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, my takeaway is we've been talking mullets. Beginning of the show, middle of the show. And we're going to talk mullets at the end of the show. And I'm trying to do something that can equate to the brothers. The brothers don't wear no mullets. But we did wear Jerry curls back in the day. All right? We messed up many a pillowcase. The big fella myself never had one.
Never. You never used any product in your hair at all.
Huh? Afro sheen. Yeah, I had the afro, bro. I had the nice little mini afro.
You did have the nice mini afro.
Had it sharp, too.
That one picture of you and Steelers early on.
It was bouncy, too.
When you were in great shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were a good-looking dude. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I know that. But I had the nice little bouncy afro. You know who ruined it? Miami. Because, when you go to Miami, you got to get your hair cut, right? It's hazing.
It's like prison.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, and they shit. So once it's shaved,
Man,
that does it?
Man,
That ruins the bounce?
They ruined the bounce, bro.
Really?
Man, I had a nice night, you know. I had it nice. But I went to Miami, had to get shaved off.
Wow.
I was not happy. But I was not going to take on 6 to 10 300-pound men either.
Right.
All right? So I just kindly walked up there in the chair and took my haircut.
So who was the king of Jerry curl?
King of Jerry curl back in the day where you could start with Michael Jackson had one.
Yeah,
Michael
that's
Jackson
right,
set the
that's
trend
right.
for it, you know, remember? Yeah.
That's right.
Off the wall.
Yes, off the wall.
Yeah,
album,
off
which
the
still
wall
might be
ran the
greatest album
Thriller.
ever, right?
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah, Michael Jackson. Rick James had some Jerry curl.
Rick James. That wasn't the only thing Rick James had, but yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
Ricky Henderson.
I'll give you one.
Who?
Randy Watson.
Oh, you going Coming
Just
to America.
let your soul glow. Yeah.
Talking
Coming
about
to
Sex
America.
with Chocolate.
Sex with chocolate.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dion.
Primetime.
yes.
Yes. absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, who can forget Deion Sanders?
When he was playing with the
got
Braves.
Well, when
And the
remember,
Falcons, yeah.
Remember he got drafted by the Falcons? He was sitting in the chair and the lady there was some serious activator going on there, bro. Some serious activator going on.
Wait, explain the whole activator thing. Explain it.
Well,
Some white people.
Well, okay. Okay. I'm going to explain it to our listening public. All right. The activator is it's the Jerry curl juice that gives it a sparkle and it shine.
Okay.
No, so no matter how well your afro is or your jerk, you had to use activator.
Okay.
And activator kept it healthy.
Did the activator allow you to like pull it out and make it like a little extra curly?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about when you're sweating? Is it leaking on your face?
Of course it is,
Oh,
bro.
that sounds terrible.
Of course. It's leaking down in your face and your helmet, everything.
So you got to be committed then.
You got to be committed because when it comes to the Jerry curl, you got to be committed because you can't let it go dry.
No, you can't.
You got to keep the juices flowing.
Because I can't imagine if it was dry, it would look bad.
Man,
Oh, the text line Easy E.
Yeah.
Of course.
there it
Yes.
is. Easy
Yes.
E. Yes, absolutely.
That is probably the winner right there.
Easy E. Yeah.
That's probably the winner.
And the winner of our best
JJ, you
mullet
choose because
is
you.
the 8821 because he was or 8823. He was the one who was sending us the photos from back in the day, his glamour shots, and I loved all
Even though
you
he
guys
doctored one.
sending in your kids' photos and everything was great. But the OG right here from 1990s,
You mean the musician?
just phenomenal.
The magician
Yeah,
one,
the
the
magician.
Okay, all right. I can
Yeah.
appreciate that.
The magician.
That's what he looks
But
like. in
thank
the
you
picture.
for all the contestants.
Well done, everybody. Well done. All right, my takeaway is this Vets report tomorrow. Now is the time, man. Now is the time. Like there's we talked about it with Danny Thompson, our QB guru. Look, it's time for this quarterback to come in here and take charge of that locker room, take charge of the team. It's my team, and I'm leading us here. This is where we're going. It's my team. That's what I want to see from him more than anything, Leon, is to be a guy that says, this is me. It's on me now. Everything's here. It's on me now to win. Let's go win.
I agree. I totally agree with you. I mean, I would love Trevor to set the expectations. You know, I've got high expectations for him personally. And if he plays the way that I hope he plays, and I put the numbers out there. I might
Yeah,
be.
you did.
You did.
I did. I said,
What'd you say, 39 and what?
No. I said 4,300 yards passing, 39 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. I mean, Baker did it.
Damn, bro.
Baker did it last year, didn't he?
Huge jump, man.
Didn't Baker throw for 39 touchdowns?
He did, but even if you look at his best season, he had 25 touchdowns. And I think it was 11 interceptions. Something. Or no, it was like 9, 25 and 9. That's a gigantic jump to go to 39.
Man, no one wants to live in that world again.
I don't disagree with you. All I'm saying is there's a lot of moving parts around him to go to 39. Like if you were to say 30 and like 13 or 14, I'd say, all right, I could see that.
I'm raising the bar, bro.
39, you're talking about 11 and 6, 39.
Why
You're
not?
July Joe with Joe all together now.
Why not?
All right. Let's see what TD from Helmets and Heels thinks about this.
Now, the 2-minute drill on 1010XL.
All right, Taylor Dawes here from Helmets and Heels. Your quick expectations for 39 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Leon's guess for Trevor Lawrence.
Well, I mean, bold. Bold is the word I'll use. I think that a lot. The one thing to me why I